Tingnan niyo. Look.
May mag-blue ko. Pili ka ng ballpen. Blue na lang.
Hindi ako mag-notes ngayon. Madaming time na. Sabado sa akin. Tangin na pag dito na perfect yung next week.
Wala nang mapapasok na activity. Sige, let's start. Okay, so second to the last discussion natin ito for the midterm. So we only have one left. So siguro matapos natin ito ngayon so that we'll have the quiz on Monday. I couldn't find someone who can substitute our subject on Tuesday and Wednesday. So I'll just give you asynchronous activities. Ha? So pagbalik ko on Thursday next week, we'll have the last discussion. Ay, hindi pa kasi mag-activity pa pala. So activity ng Thursday, last discussion ng Friday, last quiz on Monday next week. So, kasi di ba may klase pa ng pakibilisan nyo? Good morning, good afternoon. Later on, please remind me to give your exam schedule. So again, the schedule of the midterm exams starts on Thursday after this week, di ba? Okay, so dapat meron pa tayong 3 days doon. Kaya lang ang last quiz natin will be on Monday during that particular week. So I won't be meeting with you on Tuesday and Wednesday. Use that time to review. Okay?
Lab yun, Lab. Lab yan, Onek.
Okay na, hindi natin kayo.
Lab yan, Onek.
Okay? So we'll be discussing 3 visceral organs today, particularly the liver, gallbladder, and the spleen.
Mamaya na, tanong ko na lang.
Okay, based on your activity, ano mo yung major functions ng liver natin? It says there, sabi, the roles in digestion, kasi di ba, if you can recall from your ANFID, the liver is considered as one of the accessory organs for digestion, tama? Dumadaan ba yung food na tinake-in ninyo from your mouth papunta sa liver? Yes or no? Pupunta yun sa liver? Hindi. Ano yung role niya? Bilang siya ay isa daw sa accessory organ for digestion. Yes, no? Nagsisecrete or nagpuproduce siya ng bile. So there. So what's the largest internal organ in the body? Liver. In general, what's the largest organ in the body?
Skin.
There. So, sabi niya there, it produces bile, no? Which is stored in, pakibilisan ito. Okay, so again, yung liver yun, nagpo-produce ng bile na ini-store naman ng gallbladder. Okay, ito, next one, stores energy daw. In what way? How does the liver store? Anong ginagawa mo, Mr. Costales? Nag-text ka? Hindi ko pa naman sinisend dito. Nag-record ka lang? Audio? Nag-ask ka ba ng permission from me? How does the liver store energy? In the form of section letter G, glycogen. Nalalaman niyo ba yung glycogen? It's the stored form of glucose. Like for example, you take in, kunyari, yung binge eating ka, meron ba kayo kumakain ng madami? Kunyari, kumain kayo ng madami. And then, your body doesn't utilize all those glucose. Right? Hindi na-utilize lahat ng body natin yung glucose na pumasok sa katawan mo. Therefore, yung excess glucose, it will be stored where? In the liver, in the form of glycogen. Okay, ano ba yung nakalagay dyan? Detoxifies toxic substances. In what way po ulit? Ano yung enzyme na meron sa or pinoproduce ng liver natin in order to break down these toxins into waste materials? We have your cytochrome. C-Y-T-O-C-H-R-O-M-E. Cytochrome. So again, it's the specific enzyme produced by the liver that breaks down toxic substances into waste products or waste materials. So that pag na-breakdown niya, na-transform into waste products, pwede na siyang excrete ng body. Ako ha? Ano pa po? Okay, also produces proteins now. What is the most important protein? Probably the most important protein which is produced by the liver. Such as letter A. Yan, albumin. So, ano po ginagawa ng albumin sa anong pressure na yun? Oncotic pressure. Oncotic pressure. Tulad ko pa ba? Oncotic. O-N-C-O-T-I-C. Ngayon, yung hindi about the oncotic pressure. Layo kasi ng...
Oncotic. MC.
O, yung una kanina, cytochrome. Hindi rin sila nagbubura. Ano nga ulit itong cytochrome? Yan yung enzyme na pinaproduce ng liver that breaks down toxic substances into waste products or waste materials. Ano na yung sabi ko kanina?
Oncotic.
O yung albumin naman, it maintains your
Pressure.
oo, ano itong oncotic pressure na ito? Yan. Yan yung, sorry. This pressure inhibits the movement of water from blood plasma. Diba, syempre yung blood natin, nandun siya syempre nag-flow yan sa blood vessels natin, diba? And as you know, the primary component of the blood plasma is water. So that hindi mag-move out yung water from the blood, no? Technically doon sa loob ng blood vessels natin, para hindi siya mag-move out papunta sa surrounding tissues, there should be enough oncotic pressure. So, yun ang function na protein na albumin. Nakuha ba? Okay, so additionally, no, hindi nasama dyan na role or function ng liver natin. The liver also has function in our immune system. Have you heard of the Kupffer cells?
K-U-F-F-E-R.
Hindi ba doon na-discuss sa immune system? Part to ng lymphatic system and immunity. Ano itong Kupffer cells? Parang may naalala pa kayo. Does it ring a bell? Kupffer cells is our specialized cells, no, in the liver that fight off against bacteria. So, kunyari may na-invade na bacteria doon sa liver tissue natin, meron doon na specialized cells. They work actually as phagocytes. Ano nyo pa ba ang phagocytosis? Parang kakainin niyang ganyan, di ba? Yun ang function ng specialized cells na to, Kupffer cells. Okay? So there, let's move on. Ano ba yung spelling ko ng Kupffer? Ito ba yung okay? Anong nakalagay dito? Okay, so the location of the liver. Naalala niyo pa ba ang location ng liver? Can you still recall the location of the liver with regard to the peritoneum? Nasaan siya sa peritoneum? Intra, di ba? Intraperitoneal siya. And sabi, in terms of the abdominal regions in which the liver lies, sabi, nasa ko particularly na side ng abdomen ninyo ang liver? Nasa right o nasa left? Right. Nasa right. So, it takes up the following abdominal regions. So, your right hypochondria. Okay, ito ba na? Sorry. Right hypochondria and your epigastric region, and particularly it's found deep, no? Deep to the 7th to 11th rib. So, saan ba yung 7 dito? Ito ba? Yes, 7 of the 11 grapes. Okay. Ilang lobes daw ang liver? How many lobes of liver do we have? 2. No, which one is the larger? Mas malaki yung right. Kaya nga, di ba, yung right lobe natin, since it's found more on the right side, kaya kapag nilolocate natin ang liver, more on the right side as well, kasi nandun yung right lobe, which is larger. Okay, so the right lobe again is the larger, and it is composed of 2 smaller lobes. No, we have your, ano daw po yung 2 smaller lobes within the right lobe? You have your caudate lobe and your quadrate lobe. So, ito po, anong view ito? Inferior view, no? Particularly posterior-inferior view. So, para bang kung ito yung liver, you are looking from below. Ganito yung itsura ng ilalim ng liver natin. So, there you can see the lobes. So, yun yung right lobe na mas malaki. Meron pang 2 smaller lobes within the right lobe. And this is the smaller left lobe. So, again, this is your caudate lobe, and this is your quadrate lobe. Okay, hepatic spaces. From the word hepatic spaces, which again, these are spaces surrounding your liver. So, they are potential spaces that contain only a small amount of peritoneal fluid that serves as a lubricant. So, let's identify and describe those hepatic spaces. So, first one, we have your right and left subphrenic recesses. So, subphrenic. Nandiyan na yung location niya sa baba ng diaphragm, di ba? So, like, ano bang view ito? Right sagittal daw, parang ganito. Parang ano, na yun yung anterior, kasi yun yung side, ito yung sternum median, tapos ito yung posterior. No? So there, we have the spaces that surround the liver. So we have the right and left subphrenic. So ito siya. Okay, so ito yung diaphragm natin sa taas. Okay ba? Here. So extensions of the peritoneal cavity, which is located on the anterosuperior aspect, okay, of the liver. So there. Again, ito yung anterior view, superior yan. So, these recesses are located antero-inferior. Antero-superior. Okay, and it's separated by the falciform ligament. Naalala ba yung falciform? Anong naalala niyo about the falciform ligament? Falciform? Ano na yung falciform? It's one of the ligaments from the embryological ventral, di ba? Yes, nagse-separate siya sa right and left lobes. Anyways, ma-mention din naman natin as we go along. Okay? Subhepatic, o nandiyan na din. Sub meaning sa ilalim ng liver. No? So, dito sa illustration natin, subhepatic, dito siya. Okay? So, there, subhepatic. So, it's located between the liver, specifically, and the transverse colon of your large intestine. Hepatorenal. Ibig sabihin, it's found between your liver at saka kidney. So, ito siya. So, ito po yung kidney natin. Ito yung hepatorenal recess. So, it extends posterior-superiorly, patalikod daw at saka pataas. No? Posterior-superiorly from the subhepatic space. So, galing siya dito, subhepatic space. And then, supero-inferiorly. Okay? So, again, no, it's located between the liver and the kidney. May question so far? Let's have the surfaces of the liver. Dalawa lang naman yung surfaces ng liver, di ba? The one which is in direct contact with the diaphragm, of course, we call that as your diaphragmatic surface. The one naman, the surface which is in contact with the visceral organs, no? This is your visceral surface. No? Ito po nakalagay dyan. O, yun siya. Okay, so ito yung ating diaphragmatic surface. So since nasa baba siya ng diaphragm, which is dome-shaped, basically yung shape din ng surface na to, dome-shaped din siya. Okay? O, visceral surface naman. Ano kaya? May specific shape ba ang visceral surface daw? Irregular siya kasi nga, it's molded, no, by the neighboring organs. The organs which are in close proximity with this surface of the liver. Such as your gallbladder and the biliary ducts. Okay, let's discuss further the two surfaces kasi there are several structures no? Especially in the visceral surface of the liver. So the diaphragmatic surface is covered by the visceral peritoneum except for the posterior aspect which is known as the bare area. Diba? O kaya nga, bare yung pangalan niya kasi nga, para bang hubad kapag bare. Diba? Kasi it's the specific region of the diaphragmatic surface of the liver which is not covered by visceral peritoneum. So in our illustration, ito siya. Diba? Itong, ano color ito? Itong color violet na po ito, yan yung diaphragmatic surface. So again, yun yung anterior surface, ito yung posterior surface. So yung posterior surface ng diaphragmatic surface or posterior region ng diaphragmatic surface, hindi siya nakocover ng visceral peritoneum. That is known as your bare area. Ayun, nandyan pala siya. So, therefore, kung hindi siya kinocover ng visceral peritoneum, it is in direct contact with the diaphragm. Nagets niyo? Kasi ito, ay, balik na ito. Kung itong area na to, kinocover siya ng visceral peritoneum, meaning yung regions, yung surfaces na ito ng diaphragm, ng liver, it's not in direct contact with the diaphragm kasi nga kinocover pa siya ng peritoneum. And like itong bare area, since wala nga siyang cover, it is in direct contact with the diaphragm. Okay, so it contains the upper and lower layers of the coronary ligament. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na coronary ligament? From the root word corona. It resembles, ano bang itsura ko sinabing coronary? Corona. It resembles a crown. Malagay dyan. It resembles a crown daw. Crown ba yan? Sabi, it resembles a crown. Okay, so there. The coronary ligaments, I think it's also one of the embryological ventral mesentery, galing din siya dyan. So there, it fused. So, itong coronary ligaments on the right side, yung parts ng ligaments na ito, they fuse to form your right triangular ligament. Ito dyan. So, ito siya. So, lahat kasi ito, coronary ligament yan. So, on the right side, yung parts ng ligament na nag-fuse, nagpo-form siya ng isa pang ligament. So that is known as your right triangular ligament. Same is true on the left side. Those parts of the coronary ligament that fuse form now your left triangular ligament. May question? May question? Ano nga ulit tawag doon sa, ulit yung dalawang surfaces ng liver natin? At saka, visceral. Okay? So, yung diaphragmatic surface, kinocover siya ng visceral peritoneum except on the posterior region which is known as your bare area. Anong ligament yung nandoon sa bare area? Coronary ligaments, di ba? Yung dun sa right side ng liver natin, yung coronary ligaments doon, nag-fuse sila to form your right triangular ligament. Anong counterpart sa left? Left triangular ligament. What are those three hepatic spaces again? Right and left, subphrenic recesses, ano pa? Subhepatic space and your hepatorenal. Okay, so there. Ito po, this is another ligament on the diaphragmatic surface naman ito ng liver natin. Okay? So it's known as your ligamentum teres hepatis, or the round ligament of the liver. So it's actually the inferior margin of the falciform ligament. So kung ito po yung falciform ligament, mention pa natin yung falciform ligament kanina. So yes, ito yung falciform ligament. Okay? This is the ligament that separates, ano ba? That separates the right and left lobe. So may hanging kasi doon sa inferior end ng falciform ligament. And ito yon yung hanging na free end ng falciform ligament. This is actually your ligamentum teres hepatis. So this is again a remnant tissue. Ano nga ulit po ang remnant tissue? Ha? Kapag Oo, diba? So, it has something to do with fetal structure. So, ibig sabihin, itong mga remnant tissues, these are actually adult structures which have developed from our fetal structures. No? Katulad ito, sabi yung ligamentum teres hepatis daw, this is a remnant tissue of the umbilical vein. Meron pa ba tayong umbilical vein ngayon? Wala na. Diba? Kasi ang umbilical vein, ang function niya is that it carries oxygen-rich blood from the placenta into the fetal liver. Diba? Kasi when we were still embryos or fetuses, diba, inside our mother's womb, syempre we rely for nutrients and oxygen sa placenta. That's why we need that particular vein, umbilical vein. O, syempre, nung pinanganak na tayo, hindi na kailangan yung structure na yan, kaya nagiging remnant na lang siya. So, ligament na lang siya. Nagets ba? Okay, next. So, we also have fissures. No, ito naman, nasa visceral surface na tayo ng liver. Ano nga ulit po ang fissure? Fissure are just like grooves, di ba? These are depressions within a structure. So there, right and left sagittal fissure. So ito po, same na view lang siya. No? We're looking on the, like from below. We're looking from below. So ito po yung right sagittal fissure. Ito po yung left sagittal fissure. Okay? So the two fissures are connected by porta hepatis. Alam niyo ba yung porta hepatis? Diyan dumadaan yung portal triad, di ba? Yung porta hepatis kasi, it's just like a fissure. No? May fissure doon sa part na yun para dumaan yung portal triad. Okay, so ito siya. Yan, that's the fissure. Diyan dadaan yung tatlong structures, kaya nga siya portal triad. What are the components of the portal triad again? Hepatic artery, di ba? Hepatic portal vein in your bile duct. Okay. Another, and then, continuation lang ng right sagittal fissure. So, again, ito yung right sagittal fissure, yun yung left. Ano nga ulit yung nagko-connect doon sa dalawang sagittal fissures? Porta hepatis. That contains the portal triad. Okay? So, there, right sagittal fissure, it contains a fossa. Meron daw siyang fossa on the anterior side, in order to contain your gallbladder. Okay, so there, ito yung gallbladder natin. It's found within your right sagittal fissure. Okay, and posteriorly, ng right sagittal fissure natin, there's a groove that contains naman your IVC or your inferior vena cava. Left sagittal fissure naman. It's also known as umbilical fissure. Okay? So it contains the fissure for the round ligament. Alala niyo yung round ligament kanina? Round ligament. It's that? Ano na yung isa pang tawag sa round ligament? Ligamentum teres hepatis, tama? Remnant tissue yun, di ba? Remnant tissue ng umbilical vein. Okay, madami na ba? Overload na kayo? So there, it contains the fissure for the round ligament anteriorly. Ayun siya. Okay. And the fissure for that, ito na naman, isa pa pong remnant tissue, ligamentum venoso. Ayun siya. Ligamentum venoso. So, meron man tayong description dito. Okay? So again, it's a remnant tissue. Ibig sabihin, ibang structure siya during our fetal development. So when we were fetuses, anong tawag natin sa ligamentum venoso? This was our ductus venosus. No? Ano daw ang role ng ductus venosus natin? It shunts blood from the umbilical vein to your inferior vena cava bypassing the fetal liver. Can you recall the function of the umbilical vein? Ano naman yung umbilical vein? Nagdi-deliver siya ng blood from the placenta into the liver. Dadalhin niya sa liver. Nagets ninyo? Okay, so ito pong ductus venosus, sabi, it shunts blood, ibig sabihin, binabypass niya yung liver. Di ba? Kasi, di ba, it shunts blood from the umbilical vein. From the umbilical vein kasi, normally, dapat dadalhin siya sa fetal liver. Kaya pag sinabing shunt, binabypass niya. So, directly, itong ductus venosus from the umbilical vein, dadalhin niya sa IVC. That's the meaning of shunt. Nag-gets po ba ninyo? Hindi, ulitin natin. Sige. Itong ductus venosus, sabi niya, ang function nito, nagkikarry siya ng blood from the umbilical vein to the inferior vena cava. Yun ang pathway niya. Kaya sinabing shunt, kasi normally, itong umbilical vein, ang function niya, kukuha siya ng blood from the placenta, dadalhin sa liver. So, dapat dadaan pa sa liver. So, para hindi na siya dumaan sa liver, yun ang function ng ductus venosus. From the umbilical vein, dadalhin niya na sa inferior vena cava. That is shunting. Okay, I hope that's clear. Okay? Next, we have your hepatogastric ligament, another liver ligament. Okay, na-mention na natin ito yata previously. This one of the ligaments derived from numerological ventral mesentery, isa din siya doon. Okay, hepatogastric, take note, it's actually a part of the lesser omentum. That's why pareho sila ng function. Ano ang function ng lesser omentum? It connects the liver, dito muna tayo, it connects the lesser curvature of the stomach into the liver. Ano ang function ng hepatogastric? It connects the hepato, liver, to your stomach. Pareho sila. Kasi nga po, in the first place, this ligament is actually a part of the lesser omentum. Next, hepatoduodenal. Nandiyan naman na siya. It connects your liver to the duodenum. So, located posterior-inferiorly to the right of the lesser omentum, it contains your portal triad. Kung maalala ninyo, this is the specific ligament which is found anterior your omental foramen. Hindi nyo na naalala? Basta di ba, there are structures that serve as a way of communication for the omentum and your ano nga yung isa? Your sacs and compartment, di ba? So there, yung omental foramen, di ba, there are structures surrounding the omental foramen. So actually, anterior your omental foramen is your hepatoduodenal ligament. Doon natin unang na-mention tong portal triad. Okay, so there, it contains the portal triad, which is composed again of your bile duct, hepatic artery, and hepatic portal vein. Okay, so biliary tree. So, being a tree, sabi, it consists of a series of ducts, kaya siya tree. No? The carry, syempre, biliary, sabi, ano kayo kinikerry niya? Syempre, bile, di ba? From the liver and the gallbladder onto the duodenum. Naalala niyo pa ba yung opening sa duodenum? Particularly sa second part ng duodenum natin. Can you still recall yung major duodenal? Papila, yun. Okay, so itong mga ito, later on, we will identify these specific ducts. Okay? So, bile, as you know, sabi, pinoproduce siya ng liver, particularly the cells of the liver, known as hepatocytes. Okay? So, nagdidrain siya from the liver until eventually until ma-store siya sa gallbladder, and kung kailangan ng katawan natin na mag-digest ng fats, diba, into fatty acids, and that's the time na mag-release si gallbladder ng bile papunta dito sa duodenum natin. Again, through the major duodenal papilla. Okay. Let's identify the different components of the biliary tree. Sana okay pa kayo? Okay, so you have there, manggagaling po siya sa right hepatic duct and left hepatic duct. Malalaman mo naman kung saang tawag dito, specific organ located yung duct kasi nandun naman sa linya. For instance, hepatic cystic, mga ganyan. So, kapag hepatic, syempre galing yan sa liver muna. So, there, we have right and left hepatic duct. Pag nag-join yung dalawang ducts na yan, they form common hepatic duct. Okay? Ayan, right and left hepatic ducts merge to form the common hepatic duct. Okay? So, itong common hepatic duct, ano muna itong cystic duct? Yung word na cystic, usually it refers to your gallbladder. Diba? So, there, cystic duct, sabi, it carries bile to and from the gallbladder, allowing storage and release. Okay, so there. Kapag nag-join yung common hepatic duct from the liver and the cystic duct from the gallbladder, they form now your common bile duct. Common bile duct kasi bile pareho yung kinigil nila. Naku ha? So ano nga ulit yung napo-form na duct from the joining of the left and right hepatic ducts? Common hepatic duct. So yung common hepatic duct, kanino siya mag-join? From the gallbladder, cystic duct. So the common hepatic duct joining the cystic duct now forms your common bile duct. So yun yung isa doon sa saan ba doon? Yun yung common bile duct. Diba? This is one of the ducts that actually forms your hepatopancreatic ampulla. Naalala niyo ba yung hepatopancreatic ampulla? Okay, ano nga ulit yung dalawang components ng hepatopancreatic ampulla? This is formed by the joining of the common bile duct and your main pancreatic duct. Okay? Nalilito na ba kayo? Saan galing ang main pancreatic duct? Siyempre sa pancreas. Diba? O kasi hindi lang naman puro fats ang kinakain natin. Therefore, hindi lang yon ang dapat na i-digest ng duodenum natin. Diba? O kapag meron tayong kinain na rich in protein, therefore, kailangan natin ng pancreatic enzymes from the pancreatic juice. Saan siya dadaan? Through your main pancreatic duct. Okay? O, yun yun. Si ampulla of Baker. Yung ba yung sinulat ko doon? There. So, your hepatopancreatic ampulla is also known as your ampulla of Baker. Okay? So, ito naman na yung meaning niya. Ito, additional lang po. I think hindi pa natin ito na-mention before. Sphincter of Oddi. So, basta sphincter yan, nagko-control siya ng passage ng substances. So, like ito, sphincter of Oddi, ayan po siya. This is a muscular valve that regulates the flow of bile as well as the pancreatic juice into the duodenum. Okay pa kaya? Okay pa? Then, may gusto kayong ipaulit? Naintindihan naman, hindi lang maalala. Ulit. Okay. Ito. Ay, tapos na sa liver. Walang question doon. Actually, liver man ang may pinakamahabang kasi it's a major organ. So, madami siyang ligaments. Okay, let's move to your gallbladder. Ano nga ulit yung fissure kung nasaan ang gallbladder? Right sagittal. Good. Right sagittal fissure. Ano yung counterpart nito? Left sagittal fissure. Ano yung nagpapalit sa dalawang sagittal fissures? Porta, hepatic necessitates the portal. What are the components of the portal triad? Hepatic artery, hepatic portal vein, or just portal vein in your gallbladder. Gallbladder, it's a pear shape. Parang pear daw yung shape niya. So, kasama ba ito? Naalala niyo ba na intraperitoneal ang gallbladder? Nandun ba siya dun sa illustration natin before? Wala. Please, idagdag ninyo, your gallbladder is intraperitoneal. Just like your liver. Okay, so it lies in a fossa. Nasabi yan kanina. Diba? May fossa within the right sagittal fissure on the anterior part or anterior side of the liver. Okay? So, ang function, habang ini-store niya, it also concentrates the bile. Okay? Natry na ba ninyo pagsaka sa umaga? Na green yung lumalabas or yellow? That's actually your bile. Mapait siya, di ba?
Tinuro agad.
Kasama siya niya sa earbud. Kasi di ba, pag susuka ka, kapag merong laman yung tiyan mo, normally, kung ano yung laman ng tiyan mo, yun yung lalabas. Pero since, di ba, kung kunyari natulog ka, na-digest na yung kinain mo, wala nang mahihila yung digestive tract mo na ilalabas, ipagpapump yung gallbladder mo ng bile, yun yung lalabas. So, yung greenish or yellowish na nasusuka ninyo sa umaga, bile yun.
Ma'am, paano daw paglasing, ma'am?
Yun yun. Yun, di ba? Ba't ka ba nagsusuka sa umaga kung hindi ka uminom na gabi? Di ba? Yun siya. At least based from experience. At least nakaka-relate kayo ngayon.
Ano?
Based on experience. Next, sige na. Matapos na tayo. 5 slides na lang. Okay? So, you have here the parts of the gallbladder. So, just like your, alin na nga yung may fundus din na part? Stomach. Meron din siyang fundus. It's the round, distal part. May body box stomach. Meron din siya. So, it's the largest part as well. So, it's adjacent to the visceral surface of the liver. Ibig sabihin, ito daw body, malapit siya dito sa parts na to ng liver natin. Like the visceral surface, okay? Also the transverse colon of the large intestine and the upper part of the duodenum. And the neck. Okay? So, itong neck, tapering end. Okay? Itong spiral folds, these are actually structures on the internal surface of your cystic duct. Naalala si cystic duct? Saan galing na ulit organ si cystic duct?
Gallbladder.
Gallbladder. Okay? Ano nga ulit yung dalawang ducts na nagpo-form to form your common hepatic duct or the joint? Right? Hepatic duct and left hepatic duct. Again, they form your common hepatic duct. Pag nag-join si common hepatic duct and cystic duct, they form your
Common bile duct.
ano nga ulit tawag doon sa sphincter na nagko-control sa passage na pancreatic sa sphincter of all. Ano nga ulit ibang tawag sa ambulacrator?
Hepatopancreatic.
Sige. There. So, itong spiral folds or valves, no, sabi, they are formed from the joining of the neck and the gallbladder. Okay? And cystic duct, so ang function niyan, they keep the cystic duct open in order to allow the easy flow of bile for either storage or release. Okay, that's it for the gallbladder. Last na explain. Okay? O, sabi, magkaiba daw yung functions ng spleen natin prenatally and after birth. Ano ba yung prenatal? Bago ipanganak. So sabi bago daw tayo ipanganak, your spleen is actually our primary hematopoietic organ. Ano ibig sabihin ng hematopoietic? Hema, blood. Ibig sabihin, this is the primary organ when we were still fetuses. Primary organ for the production of blood cells. Okay, pero syempre, di ba, kung lumabas na tayo sa tiyan ng nanay natin, another organ takes over for this particular function. Ngayon ba matanda na tayo, ang hematopoietic organ pa rin natin na-explain? Hindi na. Ano na po ang hematopoietic organ natin? Particularly, anong bone marrow?
Proximal and bone.
Doon siya. Yan. Pero yung type, it's the red bone marrow, di ba? Kasi may yellow bone marrow tayo, di ba? Okay, so there. That's correct. Listen na, Kung after birth, hindi na po siya hematopoietic organ kasi sabi nga ninyo, yung red bone marrow na sa ends ng long bones natin, yung hematopoietic organ, then what are the functions now of the spleen after birth or postnatally? Sabi dito, blood reservoir from which backup blood can be pumped into circulation after significant hemorrhage. Ano yung reservoir?
Storage.
Parang storage siya, di ba? Sabi, ang example dito, kunyari daw, when someone sustains a significant injury in such a way that this injury causes significant blood loss, sabi kapag kunyari, nasaksak ka, Diba? Tapos there's an excessive blood loss. Siyempre, ang unang magpa-function dyan, mag-work dyan, would be your red bone marrow. Kailangan palitan niya yung nawawala na blood cells mo. Now, paano kung hindi daw maka-keep up yung red bone marrow mo sa sobrang dami mong blood loss? Pwede, spleen ang mag-pump up ng blood pabalik sa circulation mo. It's a blood reservoir. Oh, yan. Ano yun? Do you have questions? Gets ko yun? Okay, so another function, sabi, it's also a site for lymphocyte proliferation, okay? Also a recycling center for damaged or worn out RBCs. Okay, so yan yung functions ng spleen natin. Malapit na. Okay, so you have here borders. Madali lang naman. Borders, no? Anterior, syempre nasa anterior. Anterior, inferior, and how can we distinguish the superior border from other borders of the spleen? Sabi niya, through the presence of notch. Kasi yung merong notch, yun daw yung superior border. Siya lang yung may notch.